happier times for Manchester City earlier in the season as Nicholas Otamendi got the winner in Derby Day 1. I just wonder, Gordon, how tonight will affect Manchester City on Derby Day and, indeed, possibly Manchester United's approach.
More so Man United, I think. Because they must be sitting there as a group of players, and I like to think they're all watching this tonight. Some players decide not to watch a game of football when they're playing against the top side and let somebody else do the analysis from them, but I think there's nothing better than a player watching himself and wondering how he's got to deal with problems. I would think that for Manchester United, if you were thinking about it just now, and if you're Man United on the sports psychology side, if you're a manager, if you even go back to Sir Alex Ferguson or before that Bill Shankly, they would probably go and say, listen, are we not as good as Liverpool? Please tell me we can do the same as Liverpool. We're Manchester United. Can we not do the same as Liverpool?
Can they?
Well, they've got the players. Look at the players they've got. They've got some fantastic players. OK, there's tactics to it. There's a point where you say, listen, we are Manchester United. What are we worried about? Because we've been beating them before. We've got anything to lose. Do you want them to win the title today? We are Man United. You're Paul Pogba. You're Lukaku. You're Mata. You're Rashford. Rashford. You're Lingard. You're top players. You just want to talk about the Man City players. You want to talk about us. That was the way I would go about it and say, listen, they've went Liverpool and they've proved both times if you're fit enough and you're prepared to go up against people, you can get something from them. If you sit back and wait for the game and you're hoping they're not going to have a good day, what you're actually determining is they'll determine the way the result's got to go. If they're not at their best and we sit back and wait for them. I think big clubs and huge clubs like Man United determine their own future, and top players determine their own future.
But will Jose Mourinho take all of that on board, or do you think...
I doubt very much he'll be listening to me tonight, rambling on here.
But do you think... Look, he knows that... Will his point be he will be desperate not to lose there? He will not want for Manchester City to win the title by beating his team?
Oh, no, of course he wouldn't want that.
But will tonight... That's the expected thinking. Will tonight alter his thinking at all? Because Pep has also got to make some choices about the return game the following week. So...
Yeah, but it's an opportunity...
He's got the credit in terms of the table.
But it's an opportunity for Manchester City to win the league, win the Premier League against Manchester United. Look, whoever is against, you want to win the league as quick as you could. Of course you would. But at the same time, to be able to do it against Manchester United at your home ground, what a special occasion that'll be. You know, Manchester City fans will remember that for a long time to come. To be part of that, it's, you know, all the players and the management staff would want that moment. So I can see Manchester City going, you know, doing their best to try and win that. We're talking about Manchester United, can they press? Look, they definitely have the players to go and play that way. Of course they do. Incredible players at the club. But do they have the manager? I'm not sure they do. I'm not sure
the thing, if you're
he would want to go out and try and play that way. Would you
think Man United just now, do we look at it and go, they're a bit scared of Man City? Is that the kind of way we look at it just now? You know, I'm just somebody watches the telly. How does the fans think? How do the people in the game think? Are we a bit scared of Manchester City? That's why we do it, play this way. Or do you know the fans at Manchester United want to feel like Liverpool fans, and Liverpool coaches going, we're not scared of you. We love playing against you. We like playing against you. We like the challenge of playing against you.
Well, there's a third.
That's how Klopp plays, though. He's always
don't bring
played
a
that way.
Whatever you do, because it's complicated with me.
Klopp's always played that way, and he's always had success by doing it. Mourinho, when he has beat Pep Guardiola, it hasn't been that way. It's been
the third option.
Yeah.
You say what the Manchester United fans.
Sorry, my fault. He done it once for Inter Milan at the San Siro against Barcelona. That was one of the best I've seen a team go about beating Barcelona during that period.
And then in the second leg, do you remember what he did?
Oh,
in his words, he parked the aeroplane. Now, is this the game where Manchester United fans, because a lot of them have been wanting them to play in the so-called Manchester United way, to be more flames, to be more attacking, will they be absolutely delighted, the majority of Manchester United fans, if they park the bus on Saturday and deny Manchester City the title? That's the third option.
If they win and don't
or draw.
Well, you've got to ask the Manchester United fans, because unfortunately I just get for nothing on the telly watching these people travel everywhere and put all their hard-earned money into watching them. That's a bit different. You're paying a lot of money. I can easily
just making a note. Gets it for nothing. Make an inquiry.
Sorry about that. Well, you know what I mean.
So what do you think they'll want, the Manchester United fans? And also,
I think they want a game. I just think they want a game.
They do not want Manchester City winning that title against them.
They want the game, and they want them to stop Man City winning it on
Oh, no, that would be the perfect scenario.
They want to win the game and stop them winning the title. But that's what they want.
I believe, first and foremost, they don't want Manchester City lifting that title at the stadium in front of them.
Yeah.
Well, look, you've played for Manchester City. If that's Manchester United's resolve, is Manchester City's determination to do exactly that equal to it?
Look, Manchester United have been a true force over the last number of years. In my playing career, they've been a dominant force, winning titles, all the best players, certain style of play, just a machine that just keeps picking up trophies with great players, great manager. And it's a truly great football club. Now, obviously, with the emergence, I remember the emergence of being involved in Manchester City, just coming through with the money. Manchester City weren't a threat to Manchester United during that period. It was always Liverpool. But when we started to come through a little bit with money, we sort of started to get a little bit closer on what they liked.
It was the noisy neighbours, wasn't it?
Exactly that. But at the same time, it was okay. We will still take care of you. Yeah. It doesn't matter how much you go and spend. You will always be in our shadow. And Manchester City, and I remember even was always our. I was just during that period was. This club's going to take over. It might not take over on worldwide supporters, and because that takes 50, 60, 70
Did you feel that?
This club...
In fairness, he said it. He said it on record. I remember him saying it at the time.
And it was the belief that this club, and with the owners, with the backing, the direction they want this football club to go, they are going to stop at nothing. They're going to do it properly. They're not going to just spend hundreds and just keep doing it all the time. They're going to build the academy, make this club a force that it will be overtaking the likes of Manchester United. And I even remember this. I remember, actually, I was at Manchester City, and it was the European Cup final with, I think it was Chelsea and Chelsea and Manchester United.
2008.
I remember when Manchester United won it. I remember, do you know what? This might be one of the last times they win it for a number of years, because obviously it's the dominant force of Real Madrid, Barcelona usually, and they have done. But Manchester City they're going to keep coming back. They're going to get stronger and stronger and stronger, and they're going to stop at nothing until they're the team winning the championships. They're the team competing to win the Champions League on a regular basis.
So what sort of game are we going to get on Saturday night?
I know what you're saying about...
I'm just hoping. I don't know how it's going to come out. If I was a Man United supporter, that's what I want. I'd want us to go... After watching Liverpool, going toe-to-toe with them, I would say to myself, why can't we do that? Because you probably think that they've got better players, Man United, than Liverpool players. OK, the front three is magnificent.
But Liverpool play this way all the time.
Of course they do. And
against any opposition, this is what they...
That's right, they can't...
Manchester United don't... They can... Look, against lesser teams, they can go all out, and they can be the... with the players they have, they can dominate the game.
But
against your top teams...
but Man United shouldn't be saying that anybody else...
I completely agree with you.
Everybody's less than Man United.
Yeah,
and the Man United's fans and the Man United, what they've come over the years and what they spend was nearly as much as anybody else. The wages they give out, they should be expecting to go, no, we're as good as you and we'll show you.
Yeah, but Jose said, he underlined the point recently, we are a team in transition. Anybody can see that.
Well, you don't get that much time in football. I don't know where you want to go, because I think it's like, what's the second season now? Yeah, it's your man's second season at Man City. There's 18 or 16 points of difference. They'll not accept that either. They want success. Yeah. But what they really want is saying, we're not scared of anybody. If I'm a Man United fan, we're not scared of anybody. So don't tell me they're far superior, because they shouldn't be, because we're spending as much as them, we're doing as much, we're bigger, we've got the history, we've got great players in our camp. If you put a lot of them up for sale tomorrow, a lot will be bought in Man United.
But have you seen Manchester United play like that under Jose Mourinho?
Against the top teams, no, I haven't. And I haven't seen it for a while. And my disappointment, I always go back to the Ajax game. Yes, they beat Ajax. They done, but I was looking at a young team like Ajax, one or two very promising players, but as a squad, Manchester United are miles better. To let them have a lot of the ball and then counter-attack and basically do a number on a team in a final with the quality you have, and being Manchester United really, all right, you might have won that trophy, but I was really disappointed in how you won it. And that's not what I've grown up watching Manchester United. And look, and people are always, it doesn't take a genius to work out, I'm not, you know, my roots are towards Liverpool and my hometown club, Cardiff, where I'm from. But I have a huge respect for Manchester United. You have to. In this game, coming through football.
Yeah, well, because of their heritage, their history.
What the football have given us over 40, 50 years, the stories that have given us over the characters that developed there over the icons that have played there. Yeah.
And I just find it difficult.
And that's what I'm saying.
I just find it difficult watching Manchester United.
But what they're wanting now is more icons. They're wanting these players to be the best players in the world. They're wanting their players never to be scared of anybody. Yeah. And you know, because I don't think Spurs... You know, listen, we might be wrong in saying they're scared of everybody. They might not be. That's just the way sometimes we look at it and go, well, they're a bit wary. Because they sit back and they think, well, they're a bit wary. Maybe that's the way the coach just likes playing. Because sometimes it needs to be brave to go and sit back there than go and take people head on. Well,
he made the point against Chelsea. He said you can be just as dangerous when you don't have possession of the football.
Of course you can. You can go sit back in there. But the problem is, if you go and sit back in there, you're open to criticism by no going and win the game the way we expect the game to be, to win the game. There's other ways of winning it. You can go and sit back in there and say, like, come on to us, and we'll get you from there.
Or even at certain stages of the game where you might have to. But I don't know. I just look at Manchester United, and even the big games, especially over the last 20 years, those real important games, those big games, they've gone at a team. They've gone and pressed, they've gone with intensity and got the ball wide, played attacking football, and that's the Manchester United I know.